We never turned to TheoTown. You guessed it, I'm going to play with the farms again. I just want to experiment one more time with the fences and see if fences actually have any kind of impact whatsoever on what will grow in an area. So let's come into decoration fence, wooden fence. So we'll grab like that, and then I want like anything that could potentially prevent a farmhouse from building. Since these are far away from the road, maybe they won't go. Let's just see. It seems to have done it. It will not build over the fence. Because I'm just looking at this, and you know, the setback here works, I guess, but I like the look of it being right along the road instead. So if I have a way of preventing it from developing houses along there, this is the way to do it. Although perhaps I can do a little bit better with like a fence just along the road, since that it has to be touching the road for it to develop. Okay. Anyway, we have other things to concern ourselves. Well, crime has taken care of itself. That's what I like to see, initiative of my citizens. Anyway, where are we at? Yeah, so lots of crap there. But if we are to destroy this, I think we can start over on this. So let's just go ahead and knock all this out. Start it up again proper. Road, I suppose dirt road. And perhaps, sort of on the frontage road here, why don't we turn this into a country road? That might help with the traffic situation just a bit. Get those guys going out there quickly. This dirt road thing here we'll have to do, I guess. Okay, and then where's the zone? Specifically to the fences. Okay. So really, I mean, utilizing this aspect, I could create a farm where I want it to be. So kind of like what we're doing here, right? I'm gonna experiment a little bit here. So let's say we want the road coming in that way, and that means I'm going to want public decoration fence. So let's say I want this to develop like there, okay? So we're gonna grab a fence here. Come in with the fence there. Now, having it against the two here is a little... I mean, one wouldn't develop there because it's not all the way across. But if we're going to do this, I mean, I do want to... So I don't know where it's going to develop in here. This also... Okay. Maybe I do need to fence that off, because this is also going to develop one right here now. Let's just see. Let's just see what develops. I mean, that looks really bad. If I could maybe replace that with tree. Having field outside the fence like this, I'm just not really a fan. Grab ourselves a couple fur. Just stick those in to replace a few here and there. Alright. Just go ahead and get rid of these, because otherwise they're going to develop without me here. Damn it, I said delete it. Okay, yeah. That's not going to be doable. Didn't I cover that with a fence? And I did not intend for you to develop out there, of all places. I thought I put a fence along there so that you would not do this. And now we're going to have an issue. Because it has to be 4x4 to develop, which means that even with this, it's not going to develop properly, right? Because it's a 3... Oh, no, it did, but yeah, it covers the okay, that's really annoying. I mean, this isn't terrible, except for, you know, now we have a non-homogeneous crop going on there. Having a couple buildings for a farm is not a bad idea. Right. I think what we'll do, though, we'll switch track here for a minute, because I really do need to actually get different types of industry up. I was thinking maybe putting a little bit of industry up there. Where was I going to put my little tech harbor? Right here, I think. Yeah. So we'll get that started here. Okay. Now I do have to bear in mind, people don't want to live next to this crap. There's 9, there's 10. But it's not anymore, is it? It's 9 on the inside. Okay. Now, do I get them down here? I mean, I would assume so. It's going to be a little bit difficult, I think. Because eventually I do want this to grow into a like a nicer tech park. It's going to take a while before we can get... What the hell am I doing? Take a while before I can get there with it. Oops. Well, I mean, that works too. Oh boy. Probably end up having a little gap along the hill here, just to change it up. But maybe I'll use a diagonal road and run it along in here. I suppose I could use this little lake for like a pump. Yeah, I should move that down here. Although I don't know... You can't click on it, so I can't see if it's salt water or fresh water, or if this game even makes a differentiation between the two. Anyway, let's get the electricity down here. I killed all the demand in my city, and so now I have to work to get it back. And the way to do that is to make jobs. Really? Because it's not absolutely touching. There. Thank you. We'll get some industry in here. Hold on a tick. Okay. I will anticipate having slightly larger. So that interior is not going to develop because it's too far from a road. So what if I did that? Did that. And then D-zone, 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 D-zone. D-zone that. And then here's where we'll bring in, I guess, just a dirt road. Like that. Now, this is where I had the issue with the pavement, wasn't it? Like if I wanted to add in, it is not here. Public decoration? Parking lot? Asphalt? Asphalt road. I don't want the concrete though. I just don't want it to keep telling me. Well, they would come into it. But again, it doesn't act, even though it acts like a road, it doesn't act like a road, right? And this needs to go up? Yes. Okay. So that means that these buildings will not develop, even with that. Because it's not a road and it doesn't touch. Is there a way with the decal? What is this? Decal 3. Use with line only. I do not know what that means. I have no idea what that means. Anyway, I just wanted a road that would actually help out there. Arrow 2, decorate your parking lot. Okay, actually, yeah. We can do that like here? Yeah. Even though, it shows both ways, even though this is apparently a one-way road according to the direction of whatever I just put down. Lights. We need to light up our industrial parking lot here. And then, parked car. And of course, our handicap spots. That's not a lot of parking spots. That might be too much. Damn it. Is there road decoration? Not good. Just the one handicap spot will be enough. So we gotta get the water down there. Okay, let's see if this develops. Is it electrified? It is electrified. Have I just killed any desire for people to move into my city at all, and now it won't develop industrial out here? That is also entirely possible. Because I took away... Well, the industrial demand's coming back. These? Oh! I can create... with the cheats, I can create the demand. There we go. That's what I was afraid of. That's what I was afraid of. So it will have to be a road then, if I want it to do what I have got it going to do here. So we'll just choose that dirt road. Oh, that looks like crap. Is there anything I can use to cover it? Does not look like it. Stone border? Well, I mean that... No, that looks terrible. I mean, so does the dirt, you know, just coming to an end right there just looks really bad. That's not what I want. Industrial area. I mean, so I could stick some decorations back there. Well, let's see if something develops here first, because of the touching the road. One would think it might. Does not appear to be doing what I want it to do. What about putting a country road in here? Now there's tons of demand. Interesting that it works that way with the farm, but it does not do that here. It will not create a building off of one point of contact there. Huh. Well, hopefully it will eventually expand into a 3x3 building there. I don't like how that looks, but I'll fix that later. Okay, well now that we've got our demand back, let's at least... Well, we did. Let's at least put some farms back in. So, God, I don't know. I'll probably end up constantly destroying this until I get my farms to act like I want them to act. Okay, I'll set this up here. Alright, who knows, maybe I'll like it. I seem to have screwed up the placement of the road a little bit. I am allowing multiple buildings to come in here, should they develop. As you can see here, I have chosen to split this field, now that this one is developed, in fact. Thanks to the fence. Well, I don't know that for sure, actually. And say thanks to the fence, that should block it, but it didn't actually seem to do that. I don't know. It's making the farms really small when it's like that, just with the extra green space there. But again, to make them actually look like that, it's going to require a bit of a difference. And yeah, so this just isn't going to work out the way I want it to, fortunately. But we can go ahead and maybe get started elsewhere. I guess I can continue this little industrial park down here. Let's let it run slow, so I can at least build up here. Country road. Now, I don't know if I necessarily want this road to connect up at every square like here. Maybe I kind of want the industrial roads to run themselves sort of wherever down the hill. That'll add a little bit of variety to it as well. So why don't we kind of do that? Sure, connect with a neighbor. Why not? we will create another little industrial park. In fact, if I maybe do like that, if I terraform, is it possible actually to do diagonal here? Not really. Yes. Okay. Well, something similar to this, although I think maybe I can make a parking lot here. Utilizing, I guess, the dirt road again. Something like that. Yeah, I really don't like. But I don't need to worry about that. Just because we're not. Ah, see, now that screwed that up. Okay. Now that's really more of an issue with the mod maker. It says it's a road and it's not. Don't give me that. You're connected to road now. No. I don't. Parking lot, thank you. And I suppose even though people cannot go in there, we'll just pretend. So then we'll go ahead and there's a little bit of demand. Enough that I could probably justify putting some in, but it might kill all the... Find what I'm fucking looking for. Kill all the actual demand. I don't know, it's getting finicky. So this probably would not stand, having this like that, so let's come in here and look at... Definitely not that. Public decoration fence. A chain link fence, metal railing, probably, along here. I don't think it did it right there. And then maybe there'd be a chain link fence along the outside of this. Actually, there'd probably be one along here too, separating the road from the parking area. Unfortunately, that got rid of all the lights. Yeah, see, I can have one or the other. Well, fake the chain link fence. There are, after all, streetlights out here. That looks more like an industrial parking area. Boy, that is really, really bad. Really bad. I would like to have sort of some industrial decals that we had out here. That's not him. There we go. But I don't really know what to do with, like, where would I put it? We're getting a little bit more demand. Should probably do something along this. Either a guardrail or something that would block this off. I do want to move this water thing though. So let's take our water pump. Well, we do have a filtration plant out here. It is a bit big for the area. Would actually fit better over here if we were to turn that into... Maybe I will. Maybe I'll repurpose that as kind of the sewage and water pump. It's a 4x? That's a sewage pipe. Yes, that is a 4x. Well, I could pull back. I could pull the road back, and then I would have room for my little 3x water pump right next to it. I feel like it should be actually on the thing, which means I suppose that I could terraform a little bit. I could put both right here. I do kind of like the idea of repurposing that, though. Religion. Okay. Oh, maybe I should focus on that just a little bit. Let's go ahead and... Public? Yeah. Religion. Small church. A small church fits inside of this. You would think, though, that maybe, like, being in the downtown area, having a large church, yeah, I think that's actually more appropriate. But did I want it? Oh, right, that's being built on the inside. Yeah, okay. You know what? We'll put it right here. The city church there, and I suppose we had better deal with the police. Now, we're probably going to want, like, the major... That is actually a pretty major building. The major police center. I could put it behind the courthouse, and it would still serve the same purpose. Well, the city hall, not courthouse. I was gonna put like a touristy thing here, just so there was actually like a nice park. But having it towards the city center would actually work out for me. Although having it directly across from the residential build-up is not very good either. I mean, where I put that church is actually probably where it would be best. Okay, well, since I do have an idea here, actually, let's go ahead and put in our first landmark, and really this is the best one to fit. Is it though, now that I'm looking at how far away that is? You know what? We'll go ahead and put that police thing right there. It fits nicely. Maybe I was thinking of something else that I wanted to put there. Unless I wanted to pull it back a little bit. No, we'll put it right there. And then doing the exact same thing. I guess I can do it. Public decoration, not that parking lot. Maybe it doesn't need to go that far either. What we can do instead be something like... Oh, okay. And it takes up a parking lot area? That's kind of crap. Oh, for fuck's sake. That's okay, I have other decorations I can use. Like these alley trees. Which, more or less look the same. Work the same anyway. And then we, of course, need to go back into the parking lot for our lights. Unless we really only want the one. Maybe... Okay, well, fine, whatever. Do that there. Now here, we should probably put a fence, guardrail, metal railing, or guard... I think guardrails actually... Put the metal railing there, and actually the guardrail that I put down here would probably actually be more traffic-y than the metal railing. Yeah, this is more like a road metal rail now. Should probably put it along this road too, so people don't go driving off into the water. Not cooperating. There. That looks a little bit better. Okay, back to this. So, now that I got the pavement moving in, would it look better with the pavement out along the road? Let me find out. I will just go. And then I could put something in here, because this is also just walking pavement. But then how do people, how do the officers drive? I guess here it depends upon how this looks, but nah, we'll just put it right back where it was. And that way I can separate the walking path from the driving road here. Now, road decoration. Speed bump? Probably want that. And then want terrain, plants. Okay. I was also going to use this to kind of close things off. Maybe I should close it on this side. Because I was thinking we'd utilize this area. I do want to put trees in here and all that. Parkify it a little bit. Let's finish what I'm doing here though first. And like an alder over there. Something like that. I don't know. And then of course we need to go back in and to the decoration, get some actual, that is a parallel park, actual parked cars in here. We'll make it look really busy. Then we will put handicap spot and a pregnant woman spot. Any demand that I possibly had is gone now. I suppose I could put a little bit here. I very much doubt that it will develop. We should probably separate that. I'll put pavement there. And then, of course, we need to put in our road decorations, probably some crosswalks. Oh, this is, it's going to be tricky here. Because there's actually going to be, like, pavement there. I mean, really, I should probably have crossing areas all over. And maybe even possibly take this out so people could do a pavement here, cross over. This whole area is just going to be a huge snafu. It acts like a roundabout, but it's not going to be a roundabout. And then why don't we also come in? The decoration fence will probably want to have a little bit of a separation from the businesses. Maybe not. I don't know. Hedges? It's really not where I thought that was going to be. I could probably still have some hedges separating it from the actual street there. I cannot see to the other side. There we go. Okay, we don't really want it there. Maybe we'll bring it all back here. Okay, whatever. Back with some more industrial demand, which means I could probably stand more farms. I still don't like how that looks. Zoomed out, maybe once it's filled in a little bit more, I'll like it. It just looks a little too artificial, you know. Rather than fields bumping into each other, it looks like a farm plot that I put down. It would look much better if it was actually touching the road and I could separate it, but unfortunately I'd have to do a lot of the fence shenanigans, and even it still didn't even seem to work. And I don't like this either, where it's doubling the same building. It would look much better if I could get it to change. And then what is this? We just put dead field in here? But I suppose there is other decorations, like a rusty water tower. You know, I could put this out here just to kind of... I could actually probably plop that down. Well, even here it gave me different crop, which is not terrible. I mean, you can have different crops on a farm. It would just be nice if it wasn't so pointless. Yeah, I'll have to fiddle with that some more. I really don't like it. And this is going to have that gap in the back until it expands. If it doesn't expand, then I guess I can line trees along the pathway that is supposed to be an alley. Supposed to look like an alley. And I still haven't decided what I want to do with these. We will need a school. Happiness is bumped up a little bit. Environment is better, but yeah, education's the next thing. So we'll be figuring out where to put in the city school. And then wherever that is probably going to start becoming the wealth center neighborhood. But I'd like it to be kind of this whole area. I think it's actually going to be bad for me to put industry. Boy, look what that is doing to this area here. Putting industry along the whole back, I really don't know what I want to do with that. But maybe I'll start expanding the neighborhoods out this way a little bit more. And move another little industrial park over here. Water. We don't have water out here? We do not. Good job. Good job. Okay, well, I'll get my pipes locked up and maybe actually plan what I'm doing instead of fiddling around. But we definitely need to get this moving a little bit more. There is a very, very little bit of demand, but I feel like if I can actually get that to work for me, maybe I can bring the city back to life, because clearly I've killed it, whatever I've been doing. Anyway, I will end this one here, and I will see you next time.